They said growing older meant fading away, losing your energy, your spark, and waving goodbye to intimacy. But they couldn't be more wrong. I'm Dr. Michael, a senior vitality specialist with over 3 decades of experience, helping older adults rediscover the strength, passion, and connection they thought was lost with age. Over the years, I've had the privilege to walk alongside thousands of seniors across the country, and what I've uncovered might just turn everything you thought you knew about aging upside down. Because while so many believe that expensive medications or risky hormone therapies are the only answers, the real secret to reigniting your circulation and intimacy might already be sitting in your kitchen. 5 simple everyday fruits, ordinary on the outside, but extraordinary in what they can awaken inside you. These aren't just snacks. They're nature's quiet healers, working behind the scenes to fuel your blood flow, revive your desire, and restore the warm, tender closeness you thought time had taken away. And yes, they can work wonders even if you're in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. In just a moment, I'm going to reveal exactly which 5 fruits have the power to breathe life back into your body, your spirit, and your relationships, and how you can easily start using them every single day. Trust me, you don't want to miss this, because what you're about to discover could transform the way you experience life after 60, not by adding pressure, but by unlocking the vibrant energy still quietly living within you. Before we dive into this journey together, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon so you never miss more powerful health insights crafted just for your golden years. And if you find even one valuable idea today, I'd love for you to leave a comment by simply typing the word life, because life after 60 is meant to be full, vibrant, and deeply connected. If not, feel free to type hope, because hope is the beginning of every new chapter. I personally read every comment because your voice matters here. Now, before we jump in, why not take a moment for yourself? Grab a cozy seat, pour a warm cup of coffee or tea, and settle in. Let's take this journey together, like 2 old friends sharing a conversation filled with wisdom, laughter, and the quiet excitement of knowing that the best chapters might still be ahead. And stay with me until the very end, because there's a special bonus waiting, one final fruit that could light up your body and heart in a way you never expected. But cherries offer more than just physical healing. They're rich in natural melatonin, helping you reclaim deep, restful sleep, the kind that restores your body and gently rebalances your hormones. And when your stress softens and your emotional walls lower, the door to true intimacy opens again. These aren't simply biological changes. They are the silent foundations of lasting intimacy. One of the most beautiful things about cherries is how gently they work. No jolts, no spikes, just steady, loving nourishment, softening your blood vessels, calming your rhythms, inviting your mind and body to reconnect in ways that feel safe and natural. In a world that often promises quick fixes and instant results, cherries remind us of something sweeter, that true healing takes patience, kindness, and trust. I've watched cherries do what no prescription ever could. Reignite the simple joy of holding a hand, exchanging a glance, rediscovering the laughter and tenderness that never truly left. They were just waiting for the right invitation to return. And sometimes that invitation is no bigger than a single, vibrant cherry. Number 1. Cherries, the intimacy booster. Just when you might think a piece of fruit couldn't possibly offer anything more, let me show you something quietly extraordinary. A gift that nurtures not just your circulation, but your heart, your hormones, and the way you feel deep inside. Let's talk about cherries. There's a simple kind of magic in a bowl of cherries. Maybe it's the rich velvet color, the way each one seems to glow like a little heart in your hand. Or maybe it's the way they make you pause. You don't just eat cherries, you experience them. You slow down. You savor. And in that quiet, something powerful begins to shift inside your body. I once worked with a beautiful couple in their late 60s. They had weathered decades together, built a family, a life, countless memories. The love between them was strong, but life, as it often does, had dimmed the spark of intimacy they once knew so effortlessly. He felt distant from his own body, frustrated, slower, carrying a quiet sadness he barely spoke aloud. She, with her infinite patience and grace, missed the tender moments they used to share, but never wanted him to feel ashamed. They weren't searching for a miracle. They were hoping for a path back to each other. So I recommended something simple, something sweet. Cherries. At first they laughed. How could a bowl of cherries possibly change anything? But they trusted, and 2 months later, they walked back into my office with a glow I hadn't seen before. Their hands found each other without hesitation. Their smiles were softer, warmer, younger somehow. You see, cherries aren't just a delicious treat. They're filled with powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins, natural compounds that soothe inflammation in your arteries, boost nitric oxide levels, and unlock healthier blood flow across your entire body. That's not just good for your heart or brain, that's life-changing for your most intimate, sensitive places, where connection and closeness begin. For older men, better blood flow means firmer, more reliable erections, naturally without the side effects or harshness of synthetic drugs. For women, cherries restore circulation to the pelvic region, easing discomfort, enhancing sensation, and breathing life back into moments of intimacy that might have quietly faded with time. Number 2, cranberries, the kidney guardian. And we're only beginning this journey because the next fruit isn't just a silent warrior for your circulation. It's a fierce guardian of your kidneys and an invisible protector of your most private moments of connection. Curious to know what it is? Let's dive in. 2 cranberries, the kidney guardian. There was a time when I hardly gave cranberries a second thought. To me, they were nothing more than a tart little side dish at Thanksgiving. Colorful, but forgettable. But the more years I spent walking alongside seniors who still radiated vitality, who stayed deeply connected to their partners, even into their 70s and 80s, the more I noticed a pattern. Again and again, cranberries appeared in their stories. Simple, almost overlooked. So I dug deeper, and what I discovered completely changed the way I understood aging, health, and intimacy. Cranberries, it turns out, are among nature's most powerful protectors of your kidneys and urinary system. 2 critical systems that quietly, almost secretly, determine how much joy, vitality, and closeness you get to experience after 60. When kidney function begins to slip, toxins accumulate, blood flow slows, and silent inflammation starts invading parts of the body we rarely talk about, but deeply feel. And when that happens, the results are devastating. Diminished drive, dulled sensitivity, and for men, a sharp decline in erection strength and stamina. But cranberries step onto the scene like gentle warriors. They're packed with compounds that soothe inflammation, cleanse the urinary tract, and safeguard the delicate blood vessels surrounding the pelvic region. And when those vessels stay open, flexible, and alive, magic happens. For men, better kidney function, fueled by the power of cranberries, often translates into firmer, more sustainable erections because the kidneys are critical for maintaining healthy blood pressure and nitric oxide production. 2 pillars of strong sexual performance. For women, cranberries can mean reduced irritation, more comfort, and renewed confidence during moments of intimacy, easing the fears and frustrations that silent discomfort can bring into a relationship. But perhaps the greatest gift cranberries offer isn't just physical relief, it's emotional safety. It's knowing that when discomfort and chronic irritation disappear, what's left behind is space. Space for connection, tenderness, and joy to flow freely again. I've seen it happen more times than I can count. Patients who once quietly endured recurring urinary discomfort, dryness, or lost desire, rediscovering not just physical ease, but emotional closeness, simply by welcoming a handful of cranberries into their daily rhythm. Because when you strip away the pain and pressure, intimacy isn't something you have to force. It blooms naturally. Whether you toss a handful of dried cranberries into your morning oatmeal, sprinkle them over a salad, or enjoy a splash of pure, unsweetened cranberry juice, this small, vibrant fruit deserves a permanent spot in your life. Not just for your kidneys, not just for your circulation, but for the deep, quiet parts of yourself that still long for connection, pleasure, and peace of mind. Number 3, red grapes, the flow restorer. Now let's move right into the heart of it, The powerful fruits that can breathe life back into your circulation and reignite the intimacy you may have thought was slipping away after 60. And no, we're not talking about magic pills or risky treatments. We're talking about nature's quiet warriors. Fruits that work in perfect harmony with your body, not against it. And the first of these warriors might already be sitting in your refrigerator right now. 1. Red grapes, the flow restorer. Early in my career, I was convinced that once circulation declined with age, the only answers were heavy medications or invasive treatments. But the more time I spent listening to my older patients, the ones who defied aging with their vibrancy, energy, and connection, the more I realized something powerful had been hiding right in plain sight. Humble, natural red grapes. Not some expensive supplement. Not a high-tech breakthrough. Just simple, vibrant, unassuming red grapes. These little jewels are packed with resveratrol, one of the most potent natural antioxidants known for supporting healthy aging. Resveratrol works deep within your blood vessels, helping them relax and widen, allowing fresh, oxygen-rich blood to nourish your muscles, your brain, your heart, and yes, your most intimate areas. And what makes red grapes especially remarkable is where they work their magic first. The lower body, the very place where aging tends to steal circulation the fastest. As men and women get older, it's not unusual to notice cold feet, a dulling of sensation during intimacy, or an energy reserve that drains far faster than it used to. Because here's the truth. When blood can't flow freely, neither can energy, nor desire, nor connection. Red grapes step in to restore that freedom. And for older men, this small fruit has been nothing short of life-changing. Daily consumption of red grapes has shown significant promise in enhancing erection strength and endurance. All thanks to resveratrol's ability to boost nitric oxide, a crucial molecule that helps trigger and sustain healthy, natural erections. But unlike synthetic solutions that force your body into action, grapes support your body gently, safely, and naturally, with no harsh side effects lurking around the corner. For women, red grapes play an equally powerful role. They improve vascular sensitivity and circulation to the pelvic region, which often becomes dulled over time. The result? More warmth, more comfort, richer sensation, and a deeper emotional presence during moments of closeness. It's not just about restoring function. It's about restoring feeling and feeling fully alive again. What still amazes me is that something as simple, as familiar, as ordinary as a bowl of red grapes could help resurrect something so profoundly important. Connection, energy, intimacy. I've had countless couples return to my office months later, beaming with stories of quiet rediscoveries, all sparked by a simple change they could actually enjoy. And every time I smile, because it's not about magic, it's about good choices, grounded in good science, and the beautiful, healing rhythms of nature that are still available to you, no matter your age. Number 4, papaya, the energy awakener. But what if there was a fruit that didn't just quietly protect your health, but actually reignited a fire from within? A fruit that stirred your energy, revived your hormones, and helped your body remember what it was born to feel? That's exactly where we're heading next. 3. Papaya, the energy awakener. There's something about papaya that feels like pure sunshine. Maybe it's the warm, golden orange flesh, or the way it melts on your tongue like a whisper from simpler, sweeter days. But beneath that soft sweetness lies a hidden strength, a strength most people over 60 never realize they're missing. Papaya is one of nature's most powerful allies for rekindling vitality in men and women alike, reigniting healthy blood flow throughout the body and bringing back a deep, natural sense of physical confidence. I remember working with a gentleman in his early 70s, a retired school principal, sharp as a tack but carrying a quiet frustration. He told me he was eating clean, walking daily, doing everything right, yet still he felt drained. His nights were restless, his energy low, and intimacy with his wife had become more memory than reality. That's when we introduced a simple change: papaya. Just 1 cup each morning, blended with a bit of creamy Greek yogurt. Within a few short weeks, he was back in my office, cheeks flushed with color and a sheepish grin he hadn't worn in years. something inside him had awakened. You see, papaya isn't just another sweet fruit. It's packed with vital nutrients. Vitamins A, C, and E, along with powerful natural enzymes like papain that ease digestion, combat inflammation, and quietly repair the body from within. But what truly sets papaya apart is its ability to naturally support healthy testosterone levels and enhance circulation, especially critical for aging men. It helps blood vessels stay supple and elastic, improves oxygen delivery, and supports hormonal balance, all of which lay the foundation for firmer, more sustainable erections and renewed physical stamina. And it doesn't stop with men. For women, papaya becomes an equally powerful ally. It helps balance estrogen levels, promotes richer pelvic circulation, and alleviates dryness and discomfort, enhancing pleasure and emotional connection during intimacy. Even more, papaya nourishes the adrenal glands, those tiny but mighty organs that regulate how your body responds to stress. When stress softens, so does resistance to closeness. Without the cloud of fatigue or tension, there's more room for joy, for touch, for easy laughter shared across a familiar face. What I love most about papaya is its simplicity. It's not a pill. It's not a prescription. It's a fruit you can gently scoop with a spoon, savor with your morning coffee, and feel working within you in the quiet, beautiful ways that matter most. No fireworks, no drama, just steady, natural restoration of energy, of confidence, of the quiet joy of being fully alive in your own skin. If you're looking not just for a spark in your body, but for a deeper rekindling within your relationship, papaya could be the quiet ally you never knew you needed. Because sometimes it's not the loudest flames that warm us best. It's the steady, faithful ones that keep burning, bringing back vitality, warmth, and the deep human longing to connect again. Number 5, watermelon, the natural blood flow booster. And just when you think nature couldn't possibly have anything more to offer, along comes a fruit so simple, so familiar, yet so quietly powerful in restoring what age tries to take away: energy, intimacy, and the freedom to feel truly alive. Let's talk about watermelon. There's something deeply nostalgic about biting into a slice of watermelon. Maybe it's the bright, cheerful pink color, the sweet burst of juice, or the way it instantly transports you back to long, sunlit afternoons when life felt lighter and easier. But beneath that refreshing sweetness, watermelon hides a remarkable gift, one that becomes more valuable with every passing year. Watermelon is one of the richest natural sources of citrulline, an amino acid that your body transforms into arginine and then into nitric oxide, the very molecule that allows your blood vessels to relax, widen, and flow freely. In simpler words, better nitric oxide means better circulation, and better circulation means a stronger heart, sharper brain, warmer hands and feet, and yes, a far deeper, more responsive intimacy. I once worked with a retired carpenter in his 70s who told me, with a mixture of pride and sadness, that he could still build anything with his hands. But inside, he felt like a part of him had slowed down, grown cold, disconnected. His body just didn't answer the way it used to. We added one simple thing to his mornings: fresh, juicy watermelon. Not a pill, not a supplement, just slices of vibrant fruit. And over the next few weeks, he began noticing small miracles: warmer limbs, brighter energy, a renewed sense of eagerness for life's little moments, and an intimacy with his wife that felt surprisingly effortless. Because unlike synthetic boosters that force the body, watermelon works naturally, softly, enhancing blood flow to all the places that matter most: the heart, the brain, and the deeply personal places where connection comes alive. For older men, this often means stronger, more reliable erections, not through pressure, but through gentle restoration of the body's natural rhythms. For women, it can mean richer circulation to the pelvic area, easing dryness, awakening pleasure, and reigniting a sense of belonging in one's own body. But the magic of watermelon doesn't stop at circulation. Because it's made of over 90% water, it hydrates the blood itself, making it less sticky, less sluggish, helping it move more freely through your vessels. Hydration isn't just about quenching thirst, it's about feeding every cell, every organ, every quiet desire inside you. What I love most about watermelon is how approachable it is. It doesn't ask for complicated recipes or fancy preparation. It invites you, with its sweetness, its color, its memories, to simply enjoy, to nourish yourself in the easiest, most joyful way. So next time you slice into a juicy piece of watermelon, know this: you're not just savoring a treat, you're choosing to support your heart, your energy, and your most intimate connections, naturally, gently, and beautifully. Because sometimes the most powerful medicine isn't found in a bottle, it's found in a simple, sun-drenched slice of watermelon, waiting patiently to help you feel vibrant, warm, and alive once again. Now that you've discovered these 5 powerful fruits, you might be wondering, how do I truly weave them into my daily life without feeling overwhelmed? And that's the beautiful part. Because what comes next isn't complicated. It's simple, it's natural, and it's deeply, profoundly joyful. Let's talk about how you can begin today. If you're still here with me, it means something inside you is awake. Maybe it's a longing for more energy. Maybe it's a quiet hope for deeper connection. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the realization that aging doesn't have to mean fading away. Because the truth is, your body still remembers how to heal, how to thrive, how to love. And with the right nourishment, real, whole, beautiful fruit, you can invite that healing to begin, gently but powerfully. We're not talking about crash diets, endless pills, or complicated routines. We're talking about watermelon, papaya, cherries, cranberries, and sweet red grapes. Gifts from the earth, recognized by your body, welcomed by your heart. Start small. Maybe tomorrow, you'll reach for a handful of grapes instead of a processed snack. Maybe you'll stir some cranberries into your breakfast. Maybe you'll carve out a quiet moment to enjoy a slice of juicy watermelon. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent. Every small choice whispers to your body, I choose life, I choose energy, I choose connection. And as the days pass, you might notice the subtle signs: a lighter step, warmer hands, deeper sleep, a flicker of excitement you thought had faded forever. These are not coincidences. They are your body saying, I'm still here, I'm ready. If there's one thing decades of working with seniors has taught me, it's this: it's never too late. I've seen 75-year-old men laugh again like teenagers, women in their 80s rediscover their bodies with wonder. Couples find their way back to each other after years of distance, not because they turned back time, but because they chose to nourish the life they still have. Today I invite you, no, I challenge you, to look at your kitchen, your fruit basket, even your next grocery list, and see not just food, but opportunity. A simple bowl of cherries, a slice of watermelon, a handful of red grapes. These are not just snacks. They are small steps toward reclaiming your energy, your intimacy, your joy. Because you deserve to feel good again. You deserve to feel vibrant. You deserve to feel connected to your body, your partner, and the beautiful world around you. You've heard what's possible. You've felt the stirrings of hope. Now the next step is yours to take, and I'll be right here cheering you on. Before you go, I'd love for you to share with me, which fruit are you most excited to add into your daily life? Comment below with just one word. The name of the fruit you're choosing today? And let's inspire each other on this journey to vibrant living. And if you found even a little spark of hope or inspiration today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another moment of empowerment crafted just for you. If you'd like to support our mission to spread hope, healing, and wisdom to even more hearts, please consider sending a super thanks. Every little bit helps us share this light farther and wider. In our next video, we'll be uncovering even more simple, natural habits that can transform not just your health, but your entire experience of aging. So stay tuned. And if you have ideas or topics you'd love for us to explore together, drop them in the comments too. Your voice truly shapes this community. Remember this: you are not too old. You are not too late. You are not finished. You are just getting started. You deserve a life that is vibrant, joyful, and deeply connected. Thank you for being here. And until next time, keep choosing life, Keep choosing connection, and never forget, the best days are still ahead.